I want you to take a listen to how Representative Tom Suozzi from New York's 3rd District on Long Island speaks about his fellow colleague, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, as well as the primary winner of the Democratic primary, Zohran Mamdani, who would represent New York City, including a part of Tom Suozzi's district in Queens. Take a listen.
Zohran Mamdani and other Democratic socialists should create their own party, because I don't want that in my party.
So Tom Suozzi, who is really a very conservative Democrat in many ways, many years ago maybe would have considered him a Republican, is saying that he doesn't want people like AOC and Mamdani, who have energized the base of the Democratic Party, to be in his party. A, why does he get to choose who is in the Democratic Party? B, I thought for years the Democrats were saying they're a big tent party. They want diversity. They want different voices. But I guess that's only for folks on the right? Not really sure. But now take a listen to how Zohran Mamdani talks about the same situation, what Suozzi had said about him.
Democratic colleague, or well, maybe I should say that you're a Democratic socialist, but Tom Suozzi, he's a representative from here in New York. He often talks about you and Trump in the same sentence. But the suggestion there is that you know how to diagnose the problem, which you have on housing, on food, on childcare. But the solution that you're offering is all too simple. It's overpromising and in ways that you cannot deliver. Is there a risk that you might overpromise New Yorkers on things that you can't execute on?
You know, I would call him a colleague because we are part of the same party, the Democratic Party. And as Ed Koch said, a former Democratic mayor of New York City, that if you agree with me on 9 out of 12 issues, vote for me. 12 out of 12, see a psychiatrist. We have to have room for disagreement within a party. Otherwise, we just become a monotone that doesn't accept the innate tension of people coming together. And this vision that we have for New York City, it's one that speaks to the scale of this crisis, much in the same way that when the former administration of New York City looked at childcare, they talked about developing universal pre-K. Many people thought that was unrealistic. Now it is a fact of life here in New York City. That is going to be the same, not only for freezing the rent, not only for making buses fast and free, but for universal childcare from 6 weeks to 5 years of age.
It's incredible the amount of class and the amount of dignity, the professionalism, the polished nature that Mamdani has at a young age, at an age where he hasn't had a long political career like Suozzi has. And just to be able to say this and not throw a jab at somebody, not try to throw him under the bus, the difference here is stark. And I think people like Suozzi and other conservative Democrats, corporate Democrats, establishment Democrats, whatever you want to call them, the old guard of the party, really need to wake up to what is happening in this country and wake up to where voters are. And especially in New York, where clearly Mamdani won the primary and beat out another establishment Democrat in Andrew Cuomo. I really hope that Congressman Suozzi wakes up, or maybe his constituents can teach him a lesson. We'll see.